Hello everyone, welcome back to Agriculture Insight. Did you know the world produces a staggering 4.4 million tons of cocoa every year? That's enough to fill over 176,000 shipping containers with the seeds of one of the most beloved treats on the planet, chocolate. In today's video, we'll take you on a fascinating journey, starting in the warm, tropical cocoa farms, where these vibrant pods are carefully harvested. From there, we'll follow the beans through the meticulous processes of fermentation and drying, before arriving at cutting-edge factories where they're transformed into the world's favorite sweet treat. Get ready to discover the incredible story behind cocoa and how it becomes the chocolate we all know and love. Now let the story begin. Cocoa, derived from the Theobroma cacao tree, is the essential ingredient in chocolate production and thrives in tropical regions around the equator. The tree produces oval-shaped pods that come in various colors, including green, yellow, red, and purple, depending on the variety and ripeness. Inside these pods are cocoa beans surrounded by a sweet, white pulp. There are three main types of cocoa: Criollo, Forastero, and Trinitario. Cocoa trees require warm temperatures between 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, high humidity, and well-drained, nutrient-rich soil to flourish. Cocoa-growing regions include West Africa, notably Ivory Coast and Ghana, which together produce over half of the world's supply, Latin America and Southeast Asia, such as Indonesia and the Philippines. These regions' ideal climatic conditions make them global hubs for cocoa cultivation, supporting the production of over 4.4 million tons annually. Harvesting cocoa is as much an art as it is hard work. It's a process steeped in tradition, requiring skill and patience, and is still done manually in many parts of the world. This method, though labor-intensive, ensures the highest quality of beans and reflects the deep cultural connection farmers have with this crop. The first step in harvesting cocoa is identifying ripe pods. Experienced farmers rely on their keen observation to determine the perfect timing. Cocoa pods don't ripen all at once, so farmers often need to make multiple passes through the plantation. The color of the pod serves as an indicator. Green pods turn yellow or orange, while red pods deepen in hue. Timing is critical. A pod harvested too early or too late can compromise the quality of the beans inside. Once the ripe pods are identified, the next task is cutting them from the trees. Armed with sharp tools like machetes or specialized knives, farmers carefully cut the pods to avoid damaging the tree's bark or nearby flowers, which could develop into future pods. This step requires precision and care, as any harm to the tree could affect its productivity. After the cocoa pods are carefully cut from the trees, they are gathered into large piles, ready for the next step. This part of the process often requires significant physical effort, as workers must carry heavy loads through dense plantations. The journey can be long and arduous, especially in larger cocoa farms where fields stretch across vast areas. Once the pods are brought to a central location, the real work begins, cracking them open to reveal the treasure inside. This step is typically done by hand, using simple tools like machetes or sticks to split the pod's tough outer shells. It's a task that demands precision and care to avoid damaging the precious beans within. Inside each pod lies a cluster of cocoa beans, nestled in a layer of sweet, white pulp that has a fruity aroma. Workers carefully scoop out the beans and their surrounding pulp, ensuring none are left behind. The process is labor-intensive and often performed as a communal activity, bringing workers together in a shared rhythm of effort and tradition. The now empty pods are not discarded as waste. Instead, they are often repurposed to enrich the soil, either through composting or direct application in the fields. This sustainable practice not only reduces waste, but also helps maintain the fertility of the land for future cocoa harvests. Each step, from gathering the pods to extracting the beans, reflects the dedication and craftsmanship that make cocoa cultivation so unique and vital. Manual harvesting is labor-intensive but deeply rewarding. It connects farmers to their land and the centuries-old tradition of cocoa cultivation. Despite the challenges, this method is widely practiced because it ensures the beans' quality, laying a solid foundation for the next stages of processing. The journey of cocoa beans doesn't end with harvesting. To unlock their full potential, the beans undergo a series of post-harvest processes, each playing a vital role in shaping the final product's quality and flavor. The first step is fermentation, a crucial process that transforms raw beans into the foundation of chocolate. Freshly harvested beans, still covered in their white pulp, are piled into wooden boxes or spread under layers of banana leaves. Over the next 5 to 7 days, natural yeasts and bacteria break down the pulp, generating heat and triggering chemical reactions. These reactions develop the beans' characteristic chocolate flavor while reducing bitterness. The beans must be turned regularly to ensure even fermentation, a step that requires close attention and expertise. After fermentation, the beans are ready for drying. This process involves spreading the beans out under the sun on mats, trays, or concrete surfaces. Farmers regularly turn the beans to ensure they dry evenly. Sun drying typically takes about a week, during which the beans' moisture content is reduced to around 7%. Proper drying is critical. If done poorly, the beans can develop mold or off flavors, compromising their quality. Once dried, the beans undergo sorting and packing. Workers carefully inspect the beans to remove any debris, defective beans, or foreign materials. The cleaned beans are then packed into breathable jute sacks, which help maintain their quality during storage and transport. These sacks are often marked with the origin and quality grade of the beans, ensuring traceability as they make their way to chocolate manufacturers around the world. Every step of post-harvest processing is essential for preserving the beans' quality and enhancing their flavor. This meticulous process not only safeguards the farmer's hard work, but also sets the stage for the beans' transformation into chocolate. The transformation of cocoa beans into chocolate is a remarkable process that combines science, artistry, and precision. In factories, advanced machinery and time-honored techniques come together to create the chocolate we know and love. The journey begins with roasting. Dried cocoa beans are carefully roasted to bring out their full flavor and aroma. The temperature and duration of roasting vary depending on the desired flavor profile. For example, lighter roasts might highlight fruity notes, while darker roasts bring out deeper, nuttier flavors. Roasting is a delicate balance. Too little, and the bean's potential remains untapped. Too much, and the flavors can turn bitter. After the beans are roasted to perfection, they undergo a process called winnowing, where the outer shells are cracked open and removed. This crucial step unveils the cocoa nibs, the purest and most essential part of the bean, which forms the foundation of chocolate. The winnowing process involves carefully separating the lightweight shells from the heavier nibs using air or mechanical systems. This step is not just about discarding the shells, but also about ensuring the quality and consistency of the cocoa nibs. By removing impurities and maintaining uniformity, Winnowing plays a vital role in achieving the desired flavor and texture in the final chocolate product. The nibs, rich in cocoa solids and cocoa butter, are what chocolate makers rely on to craft a variety of chocolate creations. The precision of winnowing highlights its importance in chocolate production. The next step is grinding and refining. The nibs are ground into a thick paste known as cocoa mass, which contains both cocoa solids and cocoa butter. This paste is further refined to achieve a smooth texture. Manufacturers often use specialized machines to refine the cocoa mass to microscopic levels, ensuring the chocolate melts effortlessly on the tongue. Conching follows, a process that involves continuously mixing, aerating, and heating the cocoa mass for hours or even days. Conching develops the chocolate's flavor and smoothens its texture, making it rich and velvety. The duration and intensity of conching vary depending on the type of chocolate being produced, with premium chocolates often undergoing longer conching periods. The final steps in the factory involve tempering and molding. Tempering is a precise process of heating and cooling the chocolate to stabilize the cocoa butter crystals. This step gives chocolate its glossy finish and satisfying snap. The tempered chocolate is then poured into molds, cooled, and packaged. Each bar, truffle, or bonbon represents the culmination of countless hours of work and expertise. The global harvest of 4.45 million tons of cocoa represents more than just numbers. It's a testament to the dedication and effort of countless individuals across the world. From the meticulous work of harvesting by hand to the complex processes in factories, every stage contributes to the magic of chocolate. Next time you enjoy a piece of chocolate, take a moment to savor not just its taste, but also the incredible journey it's been through. Behind every bite lies the story of farmers, processors, and chocolatiers working together to bring happiness to the world. Hope you'll enjoy the story of cocoa. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos. See you next time.